Hi everyone. Welcome in. Hi AJ, how's it going? Yo, funny. Hi Lang. Yo, Sunkar got one earlier. Her person was talking, yo. So, something I noticed now that I come on through YouTube, the views, the numbers are higher, and yeah, but be a bunch of people in here. I don't know what's the difference with me coming on through StreamYard and directly through YouTube. Well, it just kept it kept shutting down. So I'm like, I'm not gonna keep doing that because that's a pain in the butt. But it's like weird. It's kind of crazy because yeah, like I hardly ever get views like that, which is wild. Or I don't know if it's not calculating it, but yeah, I've been going on directly through YouTube and the view counts is complete. Like when I say it's drastic, I haven't seen my view counts in the hundreds in a long ass time. Yeah, I think that's what it is too. Like, StreamYard just been fucking up. I don't know. I have to reach out to them. I like StreamYard because I could type on there. You ain't got no water. Hi, who else is in here with us, y'all? Why y'all just be quiet? Why y'all say hi to us? Talk to us. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Alright, so I got IJ first and then Just. Just only bites the salads of a guy named Jay. Alright, let's see for IJ. Let's see what Nat has to say. Alright. So, when Sunkar was in here earlier, she was saying how like she's been consciously affirming and stuff, and she been and basically like all hell has been breaking loose. And I'm not laughing at the situation, but I'm like, bro, yo, people will literally say like that doesn't happen. Yes, the fuck it does, cause it happens to me. Like, it's either gonna be an emotions or a purging of like events and like on in the 3D, but it's gonna happen. You just can't stay there, cause it's your old shit coming out, like your old fears. But I was like, when she was like, I don't know, like if this is gonna make sense. As soon as she said, I'm like, girl, does it make sense? Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, you just gotta, it's just you acknowledging, like, okay, the old me is leaving. Yes, like, that's how I'm gonna, like, teach it. Like, you just gotta be like, oh, yeah, good. That means the old me is leaving. And I never noticed that shit until this year when I went back and reflected on, like, my last 2 years of, like, actually, like, no, last 3 years of consciously manifesting. I was like, yo, you know what? Yeah, there is a fucking thing called a purge. I just never paid attention to it. I don't pay attention to it now. I just be like, alright, cool. I'm okay with that. Thank you. Bye. Yo, lately she's been really quiet, IJ. Let me try a different deck because I literally am getting like faded messages. Let me just try a different deck. Oh my god, that would be so decent. Alright, what's going on with that? What do you want to say to IJ? What do you want to say to IJ? She's in her head, that's what it is. I switched the deck and I'm getting some of the same cards, so let me just go off of what I'm getting. Oh snaps. And you know, to clear, yo, that's crazy because yeah, that's a big message here about clearing her mind. Is there's a lot of clutter in her mind. So that makes like, yeah, total sense. And yeah, got a lot of in my head cards. And messages, not just cards, the messages that are coming in. So let's get started. Hi Jasmine, how are you? IJ? That's actually long. She had lots to say. I think it was, I just had to get in my zone because it felt quiet. So, let's go. All right, I'm finding myself in my head, and it's driving me crazy. My mind is in constant doubt, fear, lost. It's all me. It's all me though, and I know it. I accomplished something and think I'm going to feel fulfilled, but I'm not. That only leaves me feeling content for a moment, and I'm back to chasing the next goal, trying to have more fun, but my logical mind starts to make me feel guilty. So again, I find myself chasing the next goal, and it's not fulfilling something emotionally. I have been in this loop for a long ass time. Wait, she didn't say a long ass time. I just said that. For for as long as I can remember, and it's been a very long time. Let me tell you, I want out. I'm realizing that true fulfillment will be felt emotionally when I'm with you. You make me feel a joy I have never felt, and a sense of purpose I knew was always there, but I couldn't face it. I can't lie, at times I'm not as organized as I seem. I'm a crazy doctor. That's why I laughed, because I was like, what? I'm a crazy doctor, just taking it one day at a time. I go with the flow, and most days my days aren't necessarily planned out unless something big is happening. You are so understanding, and I'm more than honored you are choosing to invest in me and my mess. I look forward to nurturing you the way you always nurture me. Cater to you in ways you may not have experienced. There are so many things I still want to do, and that's only with you. So that is for you, IJ. That was a nice little message. I don't know why when she said I'm a crazy doctor, I thought about the fucking Aries. Because I'm like, you gotta be a little crazy if you're friends with that one. Alright, let's see. Get some messages. Oh, you do? That's hilarious. I just, you know when you said that, and I just remember Facebook Memories had a picture of my nephew where it says, this shirt has a ninja in it. Your parents called you ninja? That is so funny. Oh my god. And it's crazy. Today, that's the memory of that was on Facebook. It was my nephew in a shirt that said, there's a ninja in this shirt. Or this shirt has a ninja in it. Can we talk about this over dinner? Hi, everyone who's all in here. Why are you guys watching and quiet? It gives stalker. You guys must like my voice. That's what I'm convinced. Look, everybody left. 2 people left. You make me forget all of my problems. They don't understand the bond that we have. It's only out during the day dreaming about you. We have a true soul connection. I want to hear your voice. Your scent is the most amazing. Right, yes, ASMR. A lot of people tell me they like my voice, so I'm not surprised. People be coming on here just to hear it. Let's see. How could I have been so blind? Yearning to be with you again and be mine. At the bottom, we have you are my person. So that's what I have for you, IJ. Oh, shit, you did? Oh, okay, okay. Alright, let's get to Jess. adjust. Oh, IJ, earlier while I was doing justice, I was doing a reading for you, right? Just when I said your thoughts create theirs. I was like, oh, that's a good one. All right, let's see. What does Jay want to say to Judge? Hold on, this boy is already talking. Hold on. You know, yesterday I didn't use any cards for Just. I think at the end I picked some because it kind of like stopped abruptly, but I didn't use cards for Just yesterday. Yo, it was like 90 degrees here in Philly today. Yeah, I feel like I almost couldn't write. I'm like, what's going on? Um, wait, what the fuck? Nothing bad, Just. I'm just talking to myself right now. Yo, you know what? I don't know if we and you talked about this, Jess. Um, hold on. Um, correct me if I'm wrong. He started like really becoming interactive when you started posting the reels, right? Yeah, yeah, that makes sense to me. What he said, what he said. All right. Um, okay, getting poetic as shit. Right, and that all came after you started doing the reels, right? Because I know he was watching your stories, but I feel like he definitely, like, once he started kind of, I remember even when you had got your car, there was already like a little shift, right? And you know what's crazy? That made me, something he said made me think of my sister, um, my older sister, right? Like she manifests like in her own way or whatever. And this is outside of manifestation, but she says, I remember her telling me, she's like, keep focusing on your goals, like keep focusing on you and your goals. And she's like, you know, sometimes when people see that, they're just gonna gravitate towards you. And I'm like, yo, that is crazy, because for some reason I just literally heard her voice in my head. And I'm like, yo, like just literally started doing that. Like that was a turn of events that was like crazy. Like I know with the card thing, because I remember giving you a reading, he was very interested in seeing what the fuck was going on. Like I think that really like you just took that to another level. And I think that that goes with like our self-concept and like our self-love and like taking care of ourselves. But not just that, but you know, when they say like in this, the manifestation community, like law of assumption, they'll say like when they say detach, it means, yeah, like affirm for your stuff, but throughout the day do things that make you happy, that make you feel fulfilled, because you don't want to like hyper focus on just your desires, right? Whether it's money, because you know a lot of people talk about SPs, but there's a lot of people that are manifesting money and like, you know, just financial stability and like stuff with their kids and like stuff like that. And but anyways, I'm saying this to say because he says something here, and I swear I heard my sister's voice, and I'm like, oh my god, it made me think about your reels, because my sister makes reels. And it's crazy because she stood off of Instagram for a minute, and she started picking back up. Girl, everybody like her exes, they've been like knocking at the fucking door, not literally, but they're like blowing her up, like wanting to see her, wanting to do stuff for her. So that goes to show, like, it's again, it goes back to like when you focus on you, like things will just flow. And I think that him seeing you being so independent and like actually seeing this other side of you, because he experienced one side of you, right? He experienced that side of you, but now he's experiencing like a different side of you. The only thing is that he's outside of the house watching you, right? So I wanted to say that because that came up, and like something came up in the channel where he kind of mentions that. And like I'll read it to you when I'm there. But like I heard my sister's voice, and I was like, hold on, like that just made me think of the reels. Like, you know, everything is always connected for me. Um, All right, Jess, we are ready. All right. So here we go. You are my peace in this chaotic. Hold on, let me bring this closer. Because I feel like I'm yelling because the phone is like far from me. You are my peace in this chaotic world. So much is being revealed to me, and it's things I already knew, like how I let this almost slip from from my grasp. I feel like I was so afraid to lose you and you walking away that I completely sabotaged our relationship. I ended things before you could end them. I can seriously admit that now. I'm not going to let that happen again. I don't want to make I don't want to promise you anything, but I'm damn sure going to show you. It's taking all my willpower not to rush in, but I want to do things right this time. I feel like I rushed things in last time and we see how that ended. I want you to know I'm still going to work on myself while we are together. If there's anything you can teach me, I am open to it. So I don't know if he was like closed off maybe in the past, like he felt like I don't need to learn anything, like I know what I, like a know-it-all, but now he's like I don't really know it all. That's what I got from him. Or maybe you don't know that, but maybe that's how he was. um da, 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 da. I am open to it. I don't want to be an impulsive asshole. Thank you for understanding me. You have given me more grace than anyone else ever has. I love knowing that this was the part, Just. I love that. I love knowing that during this time we were apart. Wait. Oh my God. You know what? I didn't even finish it because I started talking. Hold on. I know. I'm like I missed something. So basically, what he was saying. Hold on. Let me go back. Damn, I just didn't finish. Hi, James. Oh my God, James, it's been a minute. Hold on. Let me go back to that part. There it goes. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it was short. It was. That's what made me think of my sister when that came in. So hold on. Oh my God, my bad, Jess. I love knowing that during this time we were apart. You were working on you and your goals. That makes me so proud. I felt guilty so many nights because I knew I hurt you. I still feel guilty till this day, and I'm going to show you how apologetic I am. You deserve real love because you are real love. I want to experience life with you. I know I probably don't deserve another chance, but I won't fuck up this time. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make things right. I'm chasing a commitment with you, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I love you, always have, always will. All right, James got it. 1 second. So, just let me do your messages. All right, so I won't be able to save James' question. Can you girls save it? Because I can't save it. I'm not on StreamYard, so I don't have the option to save it. Right? Let me see. No, I don't. I'm very obsessed with everything about you. Yeah, we know that. What if we get caught? Girl, he want to take you to the break room. What does Jay want to say to Jess? I really love your super wild side. I feel like I could really tap into Jay. Like, I mean, I could tap into everyone, but he's very, I tap in before I even shuffle cards with him. Like, he's very, like, I don't want to say easy access. That sounds really crazy. I have been hurt many times before. I meant to ask you that too when I was doing the channel. Like, do you know anything about his past relationships? I don't know why that part where he said, like, basically he left before. he cut things off before you could cut things off. I feel like he has been left out in the cold in the past. I pick you any day. I know it's that easy accent. I feel like he's easy to like tap into his energy. You are my person. He's like very open right now. Maybe that's what it is too. He's just very open. Maybe like if we would have been doing this a few months ago, wouldn't be the same. But I don't know. Can't really tell. Can we talk about this over dinner? Because Sun Card's person was real open today, and sometimes in the tarot readings he comes in really closed off. He didn't have good pass. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's why he sabotaged it. You're constantly on my mind. Remember, that's what I told you a few months ago, I think it was, where I was like, we keep getting healing in the tarot reading, but stop saying that he needs, like, don't think about it. Like, don't think about it, because the more we say someone needs to heal, the more, you know, that just causes a delay. I only want you, because literally people could just wake up the next day and be totally fine. Give me subtle hints that show me you're still interested, and you make me forget all of my problems. So I feel like you've been doing really good, because I feel like he's been asking for subtle hints for a little bit, but now it's like, nope, you got to show up, boy. Keep showing up, and then, you know, maybe, just maybe. All right, so I have IJ first, and then James. Can one of you girls just screenshot James' question? Because I can't save questions. You're welcome, Just. Thank you. All right, IJ, you can post. You can post. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do the angels. Oh. Let's do the angel cards. Thank you, Jess. With this IJs, what do you guys want him to know at this time, during this time of growth? Let's see. What does IJ need to know during this time of growth? Right, IJ? Yo, I don't know why I just thought of Jessica. Remember Jessica? What was her name? She used to be in Becca's channel. Whatever happened to her? Didn't she have a channel too? Awakening. Right, she had a channel, but I don't follow everybody, so. I mean, I unsubscribed from so many people. The Nine of Water. The Knight of Water, the Eight of Water. A lot of water here. So with the Awakening, with Archangel Gabriel, this is like looking at things from a different perspective. So this is literally like the Hangman. I feel like right now you're going to be at like, not a temporary standstill, because that's not what I'm getting, but I do feel like shifts in perspective is coming in a lot for you. Kind of, I think we got something similar like this with your reading yesterday, where there's like, it's all about growth right now. It's all about like internal growth. And Spirit is saying like it's important to continue to be yourself while you're growing. So like there's no need for you to go out of your way to do anything, right? What's meant, not even what's meant for you, but what you're wanting to come in is gonna come in no matter what. So you don't really, you could even really just sit back and not even lift a finger. The Knight of Water is here, so this is about your wishes coming true. um I feel like soon concerns will start to fade away. This does talk about a love life, so I feel like, even in a life journey itself, right? There's always gonna be little doubts that creep in, but I feel like those doubts are fading away, and you're gonna be more in the, so like, how I say, like, I feel like when you start to really see shifts is when that cup of water, that cup of oil, right? You're spilling, the cup of oil is all your old beliefs, your negative thoughts, your old whatever, right? And the more positive like beliefs you start putting in there, positive affirmations, the more positivity you put in there, just whatever it is, awareness, perspective, affirmations, whatever, right? The more you pour in there, and the less the less negative thoughts are there. I always say that I feel like by 75% you start to really see shifts. So I feel like you're gonna hit your mark like really fast. So concerns will start to fade away for you. With the Knight of Water here, I have like, this is a card of like falling in love. It's a romantic card. It's a card of emotional, feeling enthusiastic, contemplative, the need to like balance emotions. So maybe emotions are gonna run really high, because I feel like you're gonna see some shit coming in that you're gonna be like, whoa. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're either a manifester, or you either gonna believe in what you're creating, your power, or you're gonna believe in coincidences. Coincidences do not exist, and I've been saying that for the longest. So I learned nothing is a coincidence. So just remember that like nothing is gonna be a coincidence. So don't, because you may question your how do you say that? You may start to question your wishes when they come in. You may be like, hold on, like, where, how, like, what just happened? So don't question it. Get out of it. Just remember your power, right? I'm also seeing there could be some event, like some invitation that comes to you to go to a social event. And you have the Eight of Water. This is like, to me, this is a card of like leaving things behind, a desire to move on. Like a search for something more meaningful. And I'm getting also, again, spiritual and emotional growth. So a lot of like things with your emotions, and like, but in a good way, coming up. A cup can only hold so much old stuff. Exactly. Yeah, that so I got that analogy from Flossie. I forget what her, I think it's Your Thoughts Create. So she's one of the coaches that I've coached with before. Well, I've coached with Nikki, but they've always done like stuff together. So I've been like in the same groups. And she does that analogy, and which is true. You'd be surprised, like, water is more dense than oil. People don't know that. So the more water you're spilling in there, the more that's overflowing to the top until it spills out. But you don't have to spill it out all the way. We say you create from your dominant thoughts. So when you're not seeing things happening, that means it's just your dominant thoughts are not there yet. So you just keep going. Yeah, look, the Nine of Fire. Keep going. Keep fighting through that, right? And I feel like, I said, I feel like you're gonna reach your point a little faster. I think that even this morning when we talked on the group thing, the analogy that you used was perfect, right, for a logical mind, because again, we're logical beings. So that in a logical mind would like make so much sense, which is kind of what I was saying, but in a more spiritual mind, right? So they're saying don't give up. Like, continue to have the courage to believe in yourself. So exactly what I was saying here is coming out. Hi, who's in here, guys? Who's watching us? You guys like to listen to my voice or what? Come talk to us. Join the conversations. Don't be shy. Let's see. All right, let's see. We have the Lovers with the Queen of Air. So the Lovers are Archangel Raphael. This is again about intimate relationships. So I do feel like this has to do with your romantic connection. I feel like This is also talking about good health, and I'm getting like things kind of like balancing out for the connection. So I feel like you're gonna see a lot more coming towards you. Okay, so a lot is coming towards you. You have the Queen of Air here. The Queen of Air is all about decision making, which the Lover's card is too. So it's like, just remember, you're the one that makes the decisions. They're saying like, you're all the growth that you're going through, it's all you. So don't, how do you say that? Give yourself the credit and nothing outside of you. Um, I'm also getting with the Queen of Air, like clearing away things that no longer serve you, and also having more fun. Like you're seeing the humor in the small things. So then you have the Star, which is, again, this is about happy times. I feel like this is about making positive long-term plans. They're saying you're on the right path. For me, the Star in the regular tarot is a card of wish fulfillments. So like, you're literally like getting your wishes coming here. Not the whole story, exactly. We, like, as people, like, again, as people, we like to fuck with the middle, because we're trying to get something so, like, desperately sometimes. But fucking with the middle only causes, like, shit. Because you're taking actions that you don't really necessarily need to, because whatever is gonna, like, whatever you're wanting, that you're manifesting, creating, desiring, whatever, however people want to put it, because people get so stupid with that shit. Like, people just want to say different words for the same shit. You're manifesting, you're creating, it's the same shit. You're deciding, it's the same shit. You're gonna have it regardless. What happens for a lot of people is they give up because they don't persist, or they don't have like the patience. They don't have, to me it's simple, either you want it or you don't. Either you want it or you don't. Either you're going to pursue it or you're not. You're going to put the work in or you're not. And if you're not, then I don't want to hear nobody crying that they don't got their shit. Me myself, like, I wouldn't, if I would have went to my coaches, my well, now they're my mentors. Well, I have a different mentor, but if I would have went to my coaches back in February or like March and been like, I don't have my manifestation, like, they would have asked me, what have you been doing, and I would have been like, yeah, most of the day moping around. Like, what the fuck? I wasn't putting the work in. So that's why I'm not really, like I said, like, if I don't have it, it's because I haven't put the work into it. um so yeah, like, that's what that is, it feels to me like. With the Knight of Earth here, so this is a card of like honoring your commitments. So I feel like that's why that conversation came up, right? So it's okay to take a break, I want to say, because I know we're in this journey and I know that we get excited, but just know it's okay if, like, you're feeling, see, the only time you will feel burnt out is if you're doing it out of desperation. So if you start to feel burnt out, you just got to relax, maybe take a day off. Nothing is gonna happen because you decide what happens. Take a day off, just relax, chill, whatever. But that's just something that I guess you need to hear. If you ever feel burnt out, you're doing it out of desperation, just relax. You have the Page of Water, the Four of Air. Where did everybody go? And the King of Air. So you have the King and Queen of Air here. So you do have a pair. Even though in this deck is completely different. The Page of Water is here. And I am getting a new person coming into your life, IJ. Well, this could be a new person coming in, or your relationship entering a new phase. So you're gonna decide what that is. So I feel like it could be a new person or a new phase, a new beginning in your connection. The Four of Air is here. So look, I was just saying, it's time to, like, take a break, right? If you're feeling burnt out, even if it's not with like affirming, if you're feeling burnt out in general, it's okay to take a day for IJ, and just, like, as long as you're not thinking the shitty thoughts, right? Because I like to saturate. I like to have my little saturation sessions, and that's what I call focus affirming. I love to have them, but there's some days where I just can't get them in. Like, I'm just too busy. So I'll just, as thoughts come in, I just affirm over them. So with the Four of Swords, it is about taking some time to rest, maybe a vacation, um, meditating to meditating may provide more answers for you, more clarity. A lot of people that are in the community of like law of assumption, if you notice, I mean, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I know that I have, a lot of them came from the spirit, like tarot reading. A lot of them were tarot readers at some point, or they had some type of spiritual gifts themselves, intuitive, being empathetic. Like there's always been that, right? So people who meditate before they go live, like, to get, when they get downloads. That's why lately I'm like, I have so much shit to put out, but I just been taking my time and see what God wants me to put out. So I'll just like meditate and then I'll go from there. I'll probably have more organized content in the future, but yeah, like, so if there's a time to rest, like, do it. If you feel like I need to meditate, do that, but just make sure that you're keeping yourself in a place of, I want to say, of stillness and consistency. The King of Air is here, so this is all about you being confident, speaking your mind, being balanced mentally and emotionally. But this is a very secure king. This is why he could be a little head over heart. He could be very logical when making decisions. So just remembering who you are and that you're the one in control of your path. So it looks good, IJ. Looks good. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I don't know why that came up, but yeah. All right, so James, let me know if you're here. And thank you, IJ. We could close donations at 11, guys. Hi, Luna. Luna, are you gonna be on? I was like, I wonder. Oh, I gotta send you a message, Luna. Something I noticed with this YouTube stuff. I'm gonna send you a message later. You know what? I opened the app earlier to send it to you, and then I got distracted. I'm always distracted, so I'm gonna send you something later. For real? Oh, snaps. That's crazy, Jasmine. That's good. I've been telling y'all, like, just manifest like little things so you could trust your power. Yes, I'm having a very good night. How's your night going, Luna? This is Luna, y'all. The one that I be telling y'all be doing is really great at doing channel read. I mean, she's a great reader in general. I go to Luna because she has clear abilities. I love me an intuitive girl. But yeah, Luna has amazing she does amazing channel readings. All right, James. I think James left. Let me do his question. I do have it, so I'll do his question. I haven't seen James in a minute, and he just left. All right, Jess, you sent it to me. To seeing Kira and I together in a relationship. Oh shit. Oh wait, James, you're here. I'm like, wait, where's James? Okay, I got your question, James. So no worries. Awesome, Luna. All right, let's see. Yes, how have you been, James? Are you still doing the wait, is it hypnotizing? Wait, is that yeah, I think that's what you were doing. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, James. What was Patty Dancing seeing Kira and I together in a relationship? Oh my god. Wait, this is the same girl, right, James? From like the fall, I wanna say. That's awesome. Mostly through a massage, yeah. Listen, I was just saying, like, us, like, in these, like, careers, like that, massaging, like, tarot, doing hair. One of the girls on here, she does nails. Like, I'm like, we're lucky to be getting people because the way things are set up right now. Oh, snaps. You guys live together. Wait, that's awesome. Oh, all right, we got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Swords. I literally heard salty, okay? So I feel like she's definitely not happy because the Nine of Cups in the reverse for me is like there's a lot of like lack of happiness. There's also like smugness here too. So sometimes this Nine of Cups can be not all the way fulfilled, but they'll just be there like, oh well, like whatever. Can have a sometimes the Nine of Cups for me can come out as a little bit cocky. Even in the upright, depending on the cards around it, it's coming up in the reverse. So I do feel like she's not happy, but it's like I'm not gonna show it. Okay. Um so to still have clients, yes, it is. Yeah, I was saying that earlier because I'm like, sometimes I worry too, but I just be like, you know what? Nope, everything is perfect. It's working out. It was really cool and eye opening. Also showed me wait, I actually did second mediumship development classes. Yeah, I've always told you guys that on the channel. I've always told that we just people are not tapped in. And I feel like once you're already like kind of like doing this like tarot, you start to open up even more. Because I could tell you, before I picked up a tarot deck, I was always very intuitive. I used to get downloads. It's really hard to say sometimes if you're seeing things or you're feeling them or you're hearing them. So however it comes in in the moment, but I've always said like we all have them. It's just we're not tapped in all the way. We're always doing it. You don't even realize it. Yeah, you don't. Like I'll be watching my mom sometimes and I'm like, I definitely got it from her because everything she says literally shows up. So, all right, back to you, Jay. Back to your reading. The Queen of Swords is here, and we know she can be a little cold. She can be a little... This one has her sword up. So, I feel like she's trying to have some type of unbiased judgment. Like, she's trying not to feel upset about it. And I feel like she's kind of like setting clear boundaries with herself to not feel the feelings that she's feeling. I feel like she also knows that most likely the only reason why you are not in a relationship with you and her is a lot of it had to do with her. Like this queen is not even facing forward. She's like facing the opposite way. So she knows that she may have turned her back on you. I don't know how things ended with you and Patty, but it looks like she kind of just turned her back. Yeah, that's why, James, I was surprised you gave me a Reiki. So I did a Reiki session with you and I felt 1000% great. And the thing is this, everything you picked up on, so I thought you knew you had. I didn't know that you didn't know because you picked up on things that I never told anyone. So yeah, and especially with Reiki, I used to get Reiki from this girl that did mediumship, but she was just like a little inconsistent. All right, the Emperor is here. Show me more. With the King of Swords. You said they ended awful? Oh my God, yeah, I could see. I want to say too, it's crazy because I feel like she's turning her back on her feelings, but her eyes are on you. Again, it's like she turned her back on like a wish fulfillment. So it's like I don't know if she thought like at some point maybe you guys would figure things out, or like at one point she was just like, I'm just closing this chapter, it is what it is. But then seeing you with someone kind of just, again brought back these feelings that could have been her. I feel like she's viewing you. So the Emperor can be very, especially coming in with this King of Swords. She may be feeling like you're cold towards her. Um, you're cold towards her. You're focused. You're more disciplined than her, and she may be seeing you as like head over heart. So I do feel like there are emotions here that she's not showing. Um, she's a very like she can be very cold at times. I let her have it. Oh my God, James. Oh my God. Oh my God. Show me more. How did Patty feel? What is her reaction? The Ten of Wands. Yeah, she's carrying the burden of this, of why things. Patty's energy is very crazy. Let me get more cards. I'm gonna get the cards out here. Like the King of Cups. A lot of masculine energy here too. The Seven of Pentacles, the Moon. Let me see. Like the Nine of Swords. The Strength card. You know what's so crazy, James? I haven't read for you in, oh my God, I think since last year. And Patty's energy is the freaking same. I hate to say that, and I don't even like to use the word hate, but it's just there's no growth here. And I feel like she's looking at you like you're growing, you're happy, you're emotionally stable, and here she is. She's still this knight that's trying to figure things out in life in general. And I feel like she knows that she took things for granted with you. And I feel like she is trying to release though also. So I feel like it does make her feel, when she thinks about it, overly stressed, because I don't think she ever thought or expected you to move on. And that goes with like someone taking you for granted, right? We kind of know that happens. And I feel like she was, even if it wasn't purposely, like she definitely was taking you for granted. And I feel like there is some burnout here. She's stuck is what I can say to you. Very up and down energy. I feel like she's trying to release how she feels. Okay, so I definitely feel like she's not wanting to feel too deep about you being with someone else. Um, Again, she sees you as growing, like she sees you like developing. I feel like she also like herself, like intuitively, like she knows. Um, I feel like she, yeah, like I want to say she sits there and she thinks a lot. She thinks a lot. Like think that this goes, it's on her mind a lot, James. With this, like the Seven of Pentacles for me talks about like slow growth and like long term, but I don't know why he's like seems very like, okay, like I'm just observing, I'm just trying to gain information. Yeah, I think that she felt like eventually you guys will get back or like find some type of balance, but I think that that made it clear to her that you've moved on. um I'm trying, wait, let me see. More her yeah, it's a lot of masculine energy out here. But wait, let me go back. I'm sorry. I don't want to miss it. It was me who ended. Okay, I did get that part. But meeting Kira and how she treated me, and when we hung out, and then coming back to Patty and her shit, it was like the final straw. Yeah, not surprised. She was always more in her masculine. I was trying to get through to her to embrace her own feminine energy. That's what I've been feeling too. She hasn't changed at all, and even worse, she's regressed. And she's definitely never saw me ending things with her and me with a new girl. Yeah, I think that you guys were like in this little cycle, and I remember giving you readings where it felt like, and I always say like people change, right? People can change, because I do have a belief of that people will change, right? But for her, I always got like, and again, we read on current energy. So in the current energy, like even in the looking into the future, it just felt like you will always be fighting for the connection while she was making excuses for herself, because that's really what it is. After a certain age, you're just making excuses for yourself. um with the moon here and the 9 of swords, there's still a lot of anxiety in her, a lot of fears. I feel like this is also like ignoring her intuition, but I want to get something on this moon card. Yeah, with her. And the crazy thing is, like, even me seeing that, because it's like y'all have made so much progress. Like, it looks so good. Like, and not just in the readings, but like in the physical world, in the 3D, like y'all were doing so good, and then suddenly it just took a turn for the worse. Like, she just completely just stopped. Yeah, she's like stuck in cycles. The 2 of Wands here, I feel like there's a lot of planning but no movement. I feel like with the 9 of Swords, there's still, again, a lot of anxieties, fears, worry, insomnia, having nightmares, that hopelessness energy that she's always in, trauma. She's not facing her traumas. And I feel like even with the Strength card being here and the 8 of Cups, um I just feel like she's choosing to let things be. So it's like she's walking away with disappointment. So, and she didn't. Yeah, that makes sense. I just want to get something on this 8 of Cups. You know, I used to be like, what the fuck, Patty? Like, I used to be like, shit, I want to fucking grab her and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I feel like she's just gonna go about her business. Again, what I was getting. Like, walking away, letting it be. I feel like, again, it's like she's trying not to feel. I'm getting a lot of, like, feeling bad for herself. Um, Feeling bad for herself, could possibly even be blaming you, James, honestly, for how things ended. Maybe she's not taking accountability. Remember, just I used to be like, what the fuck, Patty? What's wrong with you? Because, like, oh my God. As a reader, I don't know, does this happen to you, Luna? Sometimes you do readings and you be like, this was so good. And then suddenly it's like, what the hell happened to this energy? Like, what happened to this person? Um, I feel like she's just letting it be. And walking away, the Fool sometimes for me is a very careless, carefree, does not want responsibilities, does not want to sit still. Um, and it honestly comes off as childish energy. Like, very childish energy. She's still going through life with blind faith, and that's okay sometimes. But again, after a certain age, you have to, like, take some type of control and decide what you want to do. So I want to say, James, like, for you, I do feel like she feels some type of way. She's just not trying to feel it. I do feel like a part of her is feeling hopeless. Like, I think she knows and understands that things are done. And I do feel like a part of her also kind of blames you, even though deep down she knows that it was her. So, like, the accountability is, like, not at the forefront, at least not yet. And I think that she's just taking this as a, okay, like, things are done, let me go about my business. But she has no real direction, where you do. Oh my God, you just said no direction. Yeah, exactly, no real direction is what I'm getting from her. So yeah, it looks like she's kind of still in the same cycle with herself. And I'm saying that to say, like, good riddance. you know I usually have no judgment, but this one right here, she used to get on my nerves. I'm like, you have a man that's, like, going out of his way to do things for you, and not, you weren't just doing, like, materialistic things. Like, you were really trying to help her get a, like, just with things, like, even helping her with her business, getting her to go do those events, and, like, her canceling, and, like, it was just crazy to me. So that's what I have for you, James. I hope that was helpful, but I'm happy that things are working out for you and Kira, and that you were able to break out of that cycle, because it could get vicious. Those cycles get vicious, and the longer you're in them, the harder it is to come out of them. All right, Jess, it's your turn. I'm going to take something for my allergies. I just started yawning. Y'all know what that is. Once I start yawning, that means it's almost time for me to go. What do you need to know at this time? All right, I'm going to use the angels. I love using this deck. I just wish it was smaller. What does Jess need to know? All right, Luna, I got you. Yeah, I'm going to send you something. Have a good night. The 5 of air. But it's all good. Kira is everything always. That's awesome. James, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, some people are just a lost case, to be honest. I feel like that's how it was with my ex. I tried to do everything, talk life into him, help him out with stuff, and some stuff he would ask me to help him with, and it was just like, then he would just let the ball drop, and it was just a mess. And that's why I say the longer you stay in them, you kind of just the harder it is to get out of them. So Jess, you have the 5 of air. I just heard an unwise decision. Okay, so I'm seeing I don't know why I want to laugh. I'm sorry, Jess. I'm not laughing at you. Yes, exactly, James. Exactly. Be mindful of the decisions you make. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I think it's gonna be something stupid. I want to say too. Girl, don't cut your hair. Were you thinking about cutting your hair yourself or something? I don't know. It's gonna be something that you do, like something drastic. Like, don't. I feel like they're showing me your hair. So be careful. Like, don't do anything crazy to your hair that then you kind of fuck it up or something. So just think about before you do something like that. Just think about it, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm also getting with the 5 of air. Like, this is like a this for me is like your mentality, right? So myself, I will grow it out, but you never know. Okay, so yeah, leave your hair alone. Or maybe like don't try like some type of wild product on your hair. Okay, so just be careful. Or like, even like, all right, if you don't know the product and you're unsure about it, just don't. Even like for your face, your skin, like something like, you don't want something that's gonna like, let's say you get a mask and you think it's a mask, but then it ends up being like a mask to like tan your face. Like, you don't want to, like, that's what I'm saying. It feels like something a little stupid mistake that can happen, okay? Um, just gonna crash out over Bobby. She said, "Don't do shit to your hair or your skin, girl. You're gonna crash up." Yo, I don't know. So, all right. So that's that. Then I also have. So the Five of Air sometimes talks about too, like, your mentality, like, mentally feeling conflicted. So I feel like too, when it comes to decision making, again, if you're unsure, just don't do it. The Three of Earth is here, so it is talking about the power of your creativity. I see you possibly getting some type of recognition for your work, and being a team player. You have ego here, and ego is that card of like self entrapment, like keeping yourself trapped again in your mind. So be careful with your thoughts. Don't let negative fear based don't let negative or fear based thoughts like overpower you, because you have the Nine of Water, and this is the card of like wishes coming true. So just remember that, like, I think that me and you, we talk about this, like sometimes them thoughts just come in, keep fighting through the trenches. The Nine of Water does talk about a love life as well. Hi Shabu, you got the Eight of Earth. I didn't mean to laugh like that, just, but I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be something stupid. Yeah. The Eight of Earth is here, so it is talking about like, see, I'm getting like you possibly getting some type of like reward for your hard work. um I'm seeing like you learning a lot too coming up. So this could have to do with like your reels. Like I think you're gonna be more focused on them, and I feel like that's been coming up a lot in your readings. Like you learning new ways to do stuff, how to create content. Show me more. Bye, Ling. Have a good one. Shoot. The Wheel is here. Archangel Michael. Yeah, I'm seeing positive changes for you, just like real big positive changes. I'm seeing a situation suddenly moving forward. So this could be your situation with Jay. Like things just like out of nowhere just picking up, right? Because I feel like now the only way is up from here. So that's there. Good fortune is on your side. You have the King of Air here. This is about your confidence, standing in your confidence, speaking your mind. If there's anything that you need help with, like maybe getting professional advice from someone, do that. The Menace is back. What have you been doing, Shay? The Four of Fire. I'm seeing a lot of contentment, happiness, a happy home life, a lot of abundance, you completing projects successfully. I don't know why I just heard the project is you. So I feel like, again, mostly focusing on yourself, opening, like getting or creating new paths for you. Show me more. The Knight of Water. Girl, the Knight of Water is about falling in love. Again, you have like major, like, I just feel like your love manifestation is like, that's it. Like it's coming. It's here. I want to say he's going to invite you out. I feel like you guys are going to go out. Yeah, the Ten of Water. I feel like he's going to invite you out. I'm seeing happiness too with your family, your emotional and material needs being met, a trustworthy relationship growing. I feel like he's going to invite you out where there's going to be like friends and family. Yeah, like I feel like you guys are going to definitely go out on a date, but I'm also seeing him bringing you around his family this summer. The Hermit is here. The Seven of Cups with the Three of Cups. Yeah, a lot of water here for you too. The Hermit is here. So the Hermit is about spending time in quiet meditation, like spending time with yourself. This is also a card of spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So I feel like, again, like you're just evolving yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. And I feel like you're going to be discovering things that work for you. So like even in your like journey, right, like your manifestation journey, you're going to be in this energy of learning, like, so like, you know, we have our specific ways of like manifesting, right? But you're gonna find some other ways, not another way, but like some things you're gonna be like, damn, that was, I just said that one time and it just came in. So like growing your power, I'm seeing that too. The Seven of Water is here with the Three of Waters, and the Seven of Waters for me, which is kind of like the Seven of Cups, is decision making. Could be complex decisions, like where you're like unsure of what to do next. The need to possibly do research, and maybe like there could be procrastination, but because it did come out with the Three of Water, the Three of Water is saying like things that have been on hold are now coming to fruition. So I'm seeing celebrations, like you, I'm seeing you being invited, I want to say him, to a social event. It could be somebody's like wedding, or somebody's like doing like a gender reveal. For some reason I'm getting something like that, and like you guys just going out and having fun. So that's what I have for you, Jess. Mhm. Listen, I have, I'm not gonna lie, outside of like Shay showing me stuff and like you showing me like your manifestation, like people tell me like little things, right? Because people have manifested little things, but big manifestations, I'm gonna say, is y'all too. And yours, just, I'm actually seeing it in real time, that I'm like, oh my god, because we hear her success stories all the time, but like seeing that unfold in real time. Yes, exactly. Yo, Shay has shown me some shit that I be dying. Like, bro, me is when my ex before Jay, when he when he reached out last year, child, I was starting some chaos. Cause as soon as he reached out to me, I reached out to his baby mama. I said, "Why is your baby daddy reaching out to me? Please tell him to leave me alone." I was being messy that day. Did it for the plot, yeah. Cause she used to fucking harass me. I didn't even, let me tell y'all something. Yeah, I didn't know about her, and once I found out about her, like I left him or whatever, and he, what the fuck happened? She used to harass me. Like I only found out about her because she FaceTimed me by mistake one night. She was playing on my phone, and I done searched her at this website that you can search people. I used to work at the law firm, and I found out all her information. And yo, she would harass me, y'all. Like it was crazy. And I told her the one day, I said, you know what, like, since you want to keep playing on my phone, I'm not gonna stop fucking with him. I did, but I told her I was like, so every time, what was it that I told her? Something like, yeah, every time he's not there with you, that's because he's with me, bitch. And I blocked her. I never like heard from her again. And this was like after they had their daughter. I never saw that man, first of all, like in over a year when I sent that. But you kept harassing me. So when he reached out last year, I was like, let me see if I still got her number. And I sure as hell did. It was in the notes. And I just did that to like just show her, like, you used to call me a nobody, and how you had his daughter and da 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 da. And look, he's still looking for me. 5 years later. 5 years later, because I stopped seeing him in 2019, and 5 years later, here he was looking for me. So it was like crazy. Girl. And then the other one, that one was a mess too. Just stalking. Talking about somebody pulled up but I saw your family in the drive. Bro, why would you ever pull up? Nobody wants you. You're like you was invited here. You was never even invited here. The fuck made you think you could just pop up? Probably still crying in the car. Yo, I was like, nobody wants you here. Like, what in the world? I never invited him here. So, like, I was just like, what was that about, sir? Are you crazy? Get a life and leave me alone. How was you guys' day? My day was good. The trenches was fighting back today, but I was fighting through it. What is it? I told my best friend Addie, roll with the punches. And one time she was like, I told her just roll with the punches. She's like, girl, the punches are rolling back, or like the punches are fighting back. Yo, we was dying. I'm gonna eat tacos and get my booty fat. What about you? Girl, I'm about to lay down. I'm about to lay down and chill, do a little meditation, do my little affirmations, and call it a day. Oh shit, you did, Shay? Oh shit, so you won't be seeing him? Well, he won't be seeing you. Oh, he will. Of course, he will. Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna make him stalk you even more. I'm gonna do my hair before I leave and ignore him the whole day. Oh my god. Hilarious. Alright guys, well I'm gonna go to sleep. Well, I'm gonna go lay down. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.